So March was my birthday month, and I got some books. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For those who are new, welcome. My name is Monica, and for those who are not new, welcome back. It's great to see you here again. And I have a book haul. Normally it takes me longer to get all these books, but it's my birthday month, and I ordered a book box back in like December or January. So I have enough for a video, so I'm gonna just go ahead and film it for you guys. So over the weekend I got to go to McKay's to sell some books back. The books that I sold back were either duplicates or books that I had read that I just didn't love and I did not want to keep on. And there was a couple that I had that I was planning on reading, and I was going to read them. And I had them for 2+ years, and I was like, you know, I'm just not going to read them. So I went and sold them back, and I did get some store credit, so I used my store credit for a couple of books, but the rest I used for cash simply because I'm trying not to buy so many books, and that's always a problem. Such a big bookish problem. Anyway, they didn't have any Lisa Kleypas. They had like 3 Lisa Kleypas books. I was kind of surprised by that. They didn't have Elizabeth Chadwick's Virgin Fire, which we were supposed to be reading in April. So I couldn't get that, but I did find Inked in Armor by Helena Hunting, Black Hills by Nora Roberts, and I wanted this in my collection. And then I found Easy Charm by Kristen Proby. And if you know, I just actually re-listened to the audiobook. This one is a baseball romance, and it doesn't look like a baseball romance, but it is. If you've been in my channel for the last month, you know that I read the entire ACOTAR series. I just had to. I found them in hardback, and I gotta find the dust jackets. They're those really, really pretty dust jackets, but I'm excited to have these. And then Tiff got me the Mine F series by S.T. Abbey, and I've already started reading this, and it's so good so far. Thank you, Tiff. And so there's a couple things that surprised me. So, well, one, I went to Barnes & Noble's twice. I don't usually do that in a month, but the first time I was going to see my son and I needed a break from driving. So I went and sat in Starbucks and had a tea before I went and started looking at books. But I found Barbarian Prize by Ruby Dixon. So now I have all the books in the Ice Planet Barbarian series that's been released by Berkeley. Yeah, they've been released by Berkeley. But what really shocked me was they had The Pool Boy by Nikki Sloan at Barnes & Noble. I was so shocked. So I picked it up. So the second time I went to Barnes & Noble was about a week ago. And I had to go to my eye doctor's. And it's in the middle of the city. And I got out around rush hour. And if you know, you know. It's just always a standstill. So I went and sat in Barnes & Noble again. So I didn't have to drive in rush hour again. Instead of sitting there at Starbucks and then browsing, I ended up talking to these 4 girls, and they were really cool. We were talking about romance books and how I couldn't believe that one girl did not read, oh gosh, what was it? I don't remember. I think it was that she did not read Mile High, and then they could not believe that I did not read Haunting Adeline. I was sort of traumatized by Does It Hurt? Because of Shark Boy. I mean, that was just a little nuts for me. So I'm very hesitant about Haunting Adeline and Hunting Adeline. Let me know if I should read it. I'm still on the fence about it, but I don't know. Anyway. So yeah, that was a lot of fun, and we were just looking at books and making fun comments, and I got one girl to look at Ice Planet Barbarian, and then one of them got me to look at this one, and it is called When Life Gives You Vampires by Gloria Duke. This just sounds so much fun, and it's obviously a plus-size heroine, and it says 25-year-old Lily Baines is used to waking up hungover, overweight, and underemployed. Waking up with fangs, not so much, but when a little light necking has more serious consequences than she ever imagined, Lily's determined to get to the bottom of it, or die. Again, trying. Tristan hadn't meant to turn Lily. It's against vampire law. But now that she's here, they need to team up and save both of their hides. They strike an uneasy truce, fending off other vampires. Lily's work rival turned slayer and her mother's tone-deaf romance and fitness advice, all while facing down her insecurities about the fact that she lives in a diet-obsessed world with a body that will never age, never die, and never change. Falling for her maddeningly gorgeous sire, easy. Surviving an ancient vampire master determined to see her twice dead, piece of cake. But can Lily ever truly learn to love the woman she'll be forevermore? This looks like a lot of fun, and I've been looking for a really good vampire romance, and this is, yeah, I am definitely going to be reading this soon. And then I found Him by Serena Bowen and Elle Kennedy. I still need to read this. It was recommended to me by Victoria from Victoria Reads Romance, and I also picked up the sequel, which is Us. So I got them, and I'm excited to have them. And then I read on Kindle Unlimited Wolf and the Wildflower by Stacey Reed, and it was on my favorites list for March. And here's the thing with this one. I needed this copy on my shelf. I could not find it at Barnes & Noble because it is not a mass market size. It is just a regular trade paperback size. So, yeah, I was not going to not have this on my shelf. I love this book. This is fantastic. And then my sister bought me for my birthday Truth or Beard by Penny Reid, Winston Brothers novel, and this is the first book in the series. She knows that I'm collecting this series, and this is one of the ones I did not have, so she, as you can see, it's gonna go right up there with all the other ones. So yeah, she was able to give this to me. This is not my favorite one. This is not both. This is this is Dwayne and Jessica James, but this is a good start to a very, very good series. So yeah, I really do love the Winston Brothers series. Okay, now the last thing I got was the book box that I had ordered, I think in December or January, something like that, and it was from Gianna Darling. Of course, we got this beautiful bookmark, and we got her reading checklist, which has Caution to the Wind on it. Wow, look, Caution to the Wind. And I cannot wait for Caution to the Wind to come out. So yeah. And then in the box was the map to entrance, British Columbia. So that is very cool. So the first book I got was King of Wild Hearts, and this is King and Cressida's writing. So if you can see, here's the page. It's personalized. I'm excited to have this. So then I had to get the rest of the Fallen Men series simply because I didn't have them all. Yeah, some of them are not my favorites. Like, I really did not like After the Fall, but I did get the entire series. So the first one is Lessons in Corruption. And I absolutely love the alternate covers. I think this is really cool that you have the apple, obviously. The page where she's... I really like it. This is what I wanted, so I'm glad. And then, Welcome to the Dark Side. And of course, you have the signature page. Good Gone Bad, which I think is actually underrated, but it is me. And then After the Fall. The thing with After the Fall and what made me kind of mad about this was she knew she was pregnant and she jumped off a cliff. When you're pregnant, you know you don't do stuff like that. So I just was like, nope. That kind of made me annoyed. It's like, you should know. You don't jump off a cliff if you're pregnant. I was okay with it up until that point. Then I was like, oh geez. And then Inked in Lies, which I absolutely love. Inked in Lies It's one of my favorites in the series. So yeah. And then the last one is Dead Man Walking. Sorry about the birds. They're just a lot of birds where I'm at, so. But this is very pretty. I like how he has peaches on here. And then you have the flowers. Of course, you have to have the apple again. And this one, you get the handcuffs. I love that. And the badge. And of course, the guns, the cherries, and the emblem. Yes, so those were all the books that I got in the month of March. Mostly because I got birthday presents and I could not buy myself the Court of Thorns and Roses series after I read it. Okay, so I'm gonna end this video here because my neighbors have decided to do lawn care outside, and yeah, and I need to go make dinner. It's almost time for dinner here, so let me know if there's any books that I highlighted that you have opinions of or that you wanted to read. And if you've made it this far in this video, please leave me an apple emoji, since we have an apple on my Neff series and Lessons in Corruption. Anyway, like, subscribe, and all that jazz, and I look forward to talking to you in my next video. And until then, happy reading. Bye.